Well, hi. I received a comment on my YouTube channel a few months ago saying that he liked my videos. So I was thinking I was going to make another one for him, but I didn't really have any ideas of what to make it about. But after talking to my Polish friend about tea and how a lot of Americans just don't understand tea, I decided that, I was gonna make a video about tea. Now you might notice that I'm dressed kind of emo, and there's a specific reason. You know, the world is on fire right now, and it's not enough to be in it. You have to dress the part. It's a responsibility, and not everyone understands it, but you gotta do it at least once a week. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So, we'll be comparing Bigelow's oolong tea, we'll get to that in a second, versus whole leaf tea from Yunnan. Now, this whole leaf oolong is not the highest quality, and I'll be showing some footage right now on the screen of a better angle because the lighting's not really good here. But the tea leaves are sort of small. There's some twigs in here. I believe the ratio was 3 leaves, 1 bud, or something like that. Definitely not the highest quality of oolong. It's more like a medium low grade, but I personally enjoy it. It's a good budget oolong tea. So let's talk about this Bigelow. I'm going to be ripping this open here. Excuse me, scissors, okay? And let's just see how abysmal this is. Yeah, so here's the problem with tea bags. So I'm going to be talking about surface area. Now, a good oolong, I wouldn't really call this a good oolong. This is a decent oolong. So the leaves would be really huge. And that's important because when you're steeping tea, you want to have a large surface area because you want the notes of the tea to slowly come out as the tea brews. Otherwise, you get all the notes that are kind of inside, like the catechins and the bitter notes that maybe a lot of people wouldn't want. The problem with tea bags is that they use tea fannings, which is like tea dust that sits on the bottom of some Sri Lankan tea factory that they sweep up and sell to these companies like Lipton and Bigelow. And the problem with that is, well, one, it's disgusting. And the other problem is that, it's a large surface area, so it's kind of like when you have shaved ice versus ice cubes. You know, when you put shaved ice in a glass of water, the drink gets cold faster and the ice melts faster because the water can reach more of a surface and the heat transfers better. It's a lot like tea, where the water goes around each leaf and it just sucks it out of everything immediately. And it does it across all of the contents in this tea bag. Whereas the water for a leaf like this, get that close to the camera, doesn't really want to focus. You can just pretend like it's focusing. But the water would have a harder time absorbing all of the nutrients and the flavor of this big leaf as opposed to this microscopic dust. So I'm going to be opening up this tea bag. And later I'll be shooting some footage or some pictures over it in post-editing, so you can see what it actually looks like. And oh my god, that is disgusting. It looks like shit. I don't really know what else to say about that. It is literally dust. It's like dirt. Like if you took your hand and you scooped up some dirt and you put it in a tea bag, it's very small particles of tea, and that is not going to brew well at all. Yeah, and so when you think about the price, it's important to think about, how these people actually make money. 20 bags of this tea costs about $5. Um, and well, if you look at, you can't really see it, but I'd say that the whole leaf is about maybe 33% more than this other bag of tea. This oolong was about 4 grams, and well, I bought a thing of like 100 grams. It was about $20, and well, this was like $5. But you have to understand that a lot of the cost comes into making these, and this, and the packaging, and this is some sort of like aluminum tea bag. So actually most of the cost of that actually just comes from the packaging that it comes in. When you buy these whole leaves, like the cost comes from the actual leaf because they don't care about packaging really. It's just enough to keep the moisture out, and that's it. But with these tea bags, like they have to make it look pretty. They use all these colors, they use fancy things like that. So it's hard to grade the quality of powdered tea because you just can't really see anything in it. You can't see bruises or anything. You can't see if it's charred, like if they made it wrong. All I know is that it's complete dust, and they got this off the floor of the factory. So I guess that's enough boring talk, and let's just see how it tastes. Now the problem is the instructions. Let me just get the instructions to show you. The instructions don't really tell you that much. Let me just read it to you. It's pretty shocking, and it's scary to think that this kind of thing exists. It says, 2 steps to a great cup, because all it takes is 2 steps, right? Be sure to start with fresh cold water and bring to a rolling boil. Pour over tea bag, steep for 2 minutes, or whatever time you like. Remove bag, but no squeezing, please. Now, maybe for someone, like, I wouldn't even recommend that to someone that's trying tea for the first time. Like, that is just not instruction. Bring it to a rolling boil? What does that mean? 100 degrees is a boil, right? I actually usually brew my oolong at 90 degrees, which is like 10 degrees less than what they're recommending it at, which I think is like a lot. Like that's over 200 degrees Celsius, what they're recommending, by the way. And this is already tea dust, and the hotter the water, the faster it extracts. So this is gonna be very bitter. I'm gonna be brewing their tea based off of their instructions because that's how I feel it's fair. And I will be brewing my own tea the way that I like it and the way that I know is correct. Yeah, oh. And it says for iced tea by the glass, steep a little longer. Steep a little longer than that. And then pour over ice. The real way to make iced tea is to add twice the leaf, not steep longer, because if you steep longer, it's going to get even more bitter. You got to use twice the leaf, and then you like add like twice the water and ice to like make up for it. That's how you're supposed to make it. But they just say, steep it longer than the 2 minutes of dust, and then it should be fine, right? But that's what they say. That's what they say. I'm not going to try the iced tea. I'm just going to do the hot tea because, at that point, I might be entitled to financial compensation. So let's see what the tea tastes like. I'm just going to cut back and show you guys the difference in liquor and the difference in taste. So, because I know there's going to be a big difference in taste. So I'm going to cut the video, come right back, and I'll show you guys what's up. Alright, well, I'm back, and, something happened. Something terribly wrong. So what you see on the screen right now is what was happening. Like the color that was emitting, that was seeping into the water. You know, I say this time and time again. The bagged tea is literally trash. They scrape it off the ground of the factory floor. If this doesn't prove it, I don't even know what does. Now, I'm going to show you the difference of the liquor. So this is of the factory tea, the factory floor tea. The bag tea, as you can see, it's extremely dark. This is like almost like a whiskey looking color, like it's very dark, like caramel. And this is the whole leaf tea. It's yellowish, very pale. Looks literally nothing like it. I'm gonna hold it up just so you guys can see. What the fuck? Okay, and this is both oolong tea. You would expect it to be a little bit similar. I mean, if I were to look at these two drinks, and I would have never guessed that they were the same tea ever. So I'm gonna start off with, my favorite. Man, this tea is just really good. It's like vegetable. It's like drinking a vegetable soup. It's kind of hearty. It's like roasted artichokes. Um, it's very vegetable. And I mean, I didn't make a second infusion, but usually when I make a second infusion, it becomes like a little bit spicy, more like cinnamon. It's just a very good tea. Cheers, by the way. Okay, so I'm a little bit scared to drink this. But hey, it's sold in stores and it's approved, right? So it can't be that bad, right? Make sure I clear my palate. It smells different too. It's just, okay. All right, here goes. God, that is just fucking awful. Um, I don't know how to describe how bad that tastes. I don't get any of the vegetable notes that I got from the whole leaf tea. Just disgusting. It's not even that, like, I thought it was going to be more bitter. It's bitter, but it's not that much. And the problem is that there's no other notes. Like, it doesn't taste like anything else. It's just moderately bitter, and it's just disgusting. This is oolong tea. Okay. I need some of this just to wash it down. Like, okay, this is just a lesson, okay? Don't waste your time buying bag tea. Unfortunately, for some people, this is all they know. They go to the grocery store, they go to the tea section. For the most part, this is all there is in terms of tea. They don't know that you can buy it from China or Japan. They don't know that you can buy teas from other places. And they just think, oh, well, because here's the problem. In America, we have like actually good coffee. Like we import our coffee and they have whole bean coffee. And so a lot of the time people will buy that coffee and they think, oh yeah, coffee's really good. I think I'm a coffee drinker. And then, they try tea and they get, this and it tastes like shit. And then they're like, oh, well, I guess I'm just more of a coffee person and I don't like tea. So then they don't ever explore tea. and it's such a bummer. And because I mean, just look at the difference. I mean, you have to believe me when I say that it tastes different. Like there's a difference in quality and difference in flavor, and there's I mean, this isn't even like a high quality oolong. Like I said earlier, this is like a medium lowish quality. It's still like 100 times better than this. And if you're an American who has not ever had whole leaf tea, I just encourage you to try it just once, just to, you know, just see if you like it. That's what I'm trying to say, because chances are you're doing it wrong. Like the instructions on this, I still can't believe it. Like you have to be precise when you make your tea. Everything counts. Like how long you steep it, the temperature at which you steep it. It just says here, rolling boil. Like what? Like that could be like, you know, like a 10-degree difference depending on like your perspective, right? That's gonna turn out completely different. Also, can we talk about this weird color thing? Like, what's up with that, dude? I can't even explain it. So yeah, I guess that's the end of my video. I'm gonna make more tea videos in the future. I'm probably gonna make a video about bagged green tea, because believe it or not, it's even worse than fucking oolong tea, and I'll prove it to you later. Just in case you need more proof. So there you have it, folks. Have a good one.